Hey everybody, this is Eric with Phone Scoop, taking you on a quick tour of the LG G6, the company's flagship handset for 2017. It's an attractive metal and glass slab. You can see separate volume toggles on the left edge here. The screen measures 5.7 inches across the diagonal, and you can see USB-C and a speaker on the bottom. On the right side, you've got a large hatch for microSD and SIM cards, and on top, a regular 3.5mm headset jack. The rear, you can see the fingerprint sensor and the dual camera module. The back is covered with Gorilla Glass 5. It may look like brushed aluminum, but it is actually glass. The screen measures 5.7 inches, includes Quad HD Plus resolution, which means it has 18:9 aspect ratio, or 2880 by 1440 pixels. This is a look at the camera user interface. The camera is one of the apps that LG took pains to revitalize with the phone. You can see in this 1x1 shooting mode, you have square photos with the one you just took on one side and a live viewfinder on the other side. Really neat if you're super into Instagram and care to take lots of Instagram shots. Looking at the regular camera interface, you can see lots of different shooting modes here, and you'll notice at the top there's a little strip that contains your most recent photos. This is a really nice feature. It lets you see the pictures you've recently taken. Easy to switch back and forth to the selfie camera, which of course is a 5-megapixel shooter with 1080p HD recording, as well as a selfie flash. The phone has two cameras. I'm zooming in and out here a little bit to see a wide angle on the back and a standard angle on the back. Going back to the home screen, settings look pretty standard for an LG phone, and in fact the UI mirrors that of the V20 we saw last year. Same is true of the quick settings panel here, where you can also see notifications and control some of your basic tools on the phone. The phone has a Snapdragon 821 processor with 32 gigabytes of storage, the dual camera array with two-tone flashes on the back, and of course we have a fingerprint sensor for biometric security. I want to point something out here with respect to the display. One thing that's really interesting is that it has rounded corners of the screen. Most screens have square corners. The rounded corners are unique and give the G6 some interesting characteristics. You can see on the bottom and the top, the corners are rounded. LG says this helps protect the display, thanks to also the aluminum frame. On the back, again, we've got a different color here than we saw earlier, but you can see the Usbc port on the bottom. This is a glass panel, and again, the 13-megapixel camera array on the back, which is protected by Gorilla Glass 4, while the rear panel itself is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. Like lots of competing phones in this space, the G6 is waterproof, as you can tell because we're holding it under a shower here. It has an IP68 rating, which means it can sit in 1.5 meters of water for up to 30 minutes. We've got quite a shower going on here, and it gave the phone a good soaking, and it came out no worse for the wear. The last thing I want to show you here is some of the display possibilities. We're looking at the 18:9 screen with 4K HDR content on here. You can see the HDR looks really amazing. Look at the contrast here. It's just a very impressive looking display that LG says will be ideal for movies thanks to the unique aspect ratio. We're looking forward to seeing the LG G6 in the weeks ahead. We'll be reviewing this phone soon.